was gonna come back for more, you dumb, dirty.
Alabama Barker was famous before she could walk. Her birth wasn't announced in a hospital waiting room, it was a season 2 plot point on MTV. Most people spend their whole lives chasing an audience. Alabama opened her eyes, and one was already there. And 20 years later, the internet still can't decide whether she's the villain of her own story or the only person in it who never actually signed up. To understand how that happens to a person, you have to start before she exists. 2002. A nightclub in California. Travis Barker, the drummer of Blink-182, at that point one of the most recognizable musicians on the planet, meets Shanna Moakler, former Miss USA, Playboy Playmate of the Month, actress. Two people who were already public property before they ever said hello.
I never want to drink again.
They married in 2004, gothic, black-laced, very rock star, and instead of a honeymoon, they got a camera crew. Meet the Barkers premiered on MTV in 2005, and it did what every celebrity reality show does. It turned a family into a season arc. Landon was the toddler. Atiana, Shanna's daughter, was the big sister. And in season 2, the storyline wrote itself because Shanna was pregnant.
I get to go pick up Trav in like 2 hours. I'm freaking out. It's like the longest 2 hours.
December 2005. Alabama Luella Barker is born. And yes, the name has lore. Travis named her after the character from his favorite movie, True Romance. He's told the story himself. He fought for that name. Years later, Alabama watched the movie and found out exactly what Patricia Arquette's character does for a living.
The greatest gift I ever received was my children. By far, the greatest gift they ever received was myself.
No.
Their father. Hey, what's up? I'm Travis Barker.
And I'm Alabama Barker.
And this is Goat Talk with Complex.
It's a funny story. It's also the whole situation in miniature. The most personal thing a person owns, her own name, was a bit. Content. And in 2006, before Alabama turned 1, the show that was built around her family collapsed with it. Her parents filed for divorce, MTV packed up the cameras, the show ended. The filming never did. Growing up, Alabama's childhood ran on 2 tracks. On one track, a kid in Calabasas, with divorced parents, a famous dad, school, siblings. On the other track, a following. Because by 2015, when she was 9 years old, Alabama had 75,000 followers across Instagram and Musical, LI9. And the press had already found her nickname, the next Kylie Jenner. Think about what that sentence actually means. Kylie Jenner was the case study of a childhood spent on camera, and the industry's reaction to Alabama wasn't concern. It was casting. Brands, platforms, press, grown adults, building a pipeline around a 4th grader because the pipeline had worked before, and the internet did what the internet does to visible children. By 2016, grown creators were making commentary videos about a 10-year-old, about how she looked, how she dressed, how mature she seemed. We're not re-airing any of that here, because the point isn't what they said about a child. The point is that saying it was a content category, there was an audience for it. There were ad rates on it. Every adult in that chain made a choice. Alabama was 10. There's one more thing shaping this childhood that people forget. In 2008, when Alabama was 2, her father boarded a private plane that crashed on takeoff. 4 people died. Travis survived with burns over most of his body and spent years rebuilding physically and mentally. He's spoken about it openly.
Is that enough?
Yeah, I'm pretty good with pain. It doesn't really bug me.
What about edibles?
I haven't really done it.
You don't fuck with edibles?
Mm-mm.
Really?
So this is the environment. A family that survives a catastrophe in public. A father who becomes closer to his kids because of it. And a daughter whose entire social existence, from her name to her follower count, was built by other people before she could consent to any of it. Hold that thought. Because what happens next? The internet blamed entirely on her. Around 17, 18, Alabama did the thing every teenager does. She reinvented herself. Except most teenagers get to do that in private, with a bad haircut and a phase. Alabama did it in front of millions. New aesthetic, new sound, new way of talking. And the internet noticed that the new Alabama looked very different from the old one.
Just making a small disclaimer, I don't have my nails done and I bit them off, so please don't mind me. So I'm just gonna use this makeup brush. It's by Sonia. These are nasty. I swear to God I'm gonna spit it out, but it might be good. Oh, I'm about to become a meme for that one.
The accusation has a name: blackfishing. The criticism, and it came from a lot of people loudly, was that Alabama's tan, her styling, her accent, her whole persona was borrowing a black aesthetic she could take off whenever it stopped being convenient. That the drawl wasn't Calabasas. That the transformation wasn't just growing up, it was a costume.
Alabama Barker is only 20 years old, yet somehow she's become one of the most polarizing Gen Z influencers on the internet right now. Depending on who you ask, she's either overhated, misunderstood.
Alabama's side? She's pushed back. She said the way she looks and talks is just her. That she grew up around this culture. That people age, tan, change. You can find her defense and the criticism side by side and make up your own mind. What's not in dispute is the strategy that came next. If the internet was going to talk about her anyway, she'd give them something to talk about. She started making music. To explain that song, you need one more character: Danielle Bregoli. The world met her at 13 on Dr. Phil Cash Me Outside and watched her convert a meme into an actual rap career as Bhabie. Two girls, almost the same age, both raised by the internet, both famous before they had a say in it. They used to be friends. Used to be. What broke it, according to Bhabie, on record, repeatedly was personal. She accused Alabama of getting between her and the father of her child. Alabama denied it. And in early 2025, this stopped being subtweets and became audio.
Why this bitch obsessed with me? I just don't understand. You suck the dick straight out my ass. Who got the upper hand? I see why you ain't got no friends. You miss all fuck your man. Your stepmom burned out why she took
Miss Whitman, a full diss track aimed squarely at Alabama, and the internet graded it like a title fight. 46 million views. Alabama answered,
Damn, Alabama, you a tramp, Alabama. Wait, Alabama. Simon says, fuck your feet, move your hands, Alabama, baby.
and around the tracks, the war spilled everywhere it could. Instagram lives, stories, screenshots, interviews. Bhabie went live and said her piece with the whole internet watching.
My side of the story, how I found out up until now. So,
and you got famous, what, 14?
13.
Jesus Christ, Danielle.
Yeah. Socks and tissue, oh yeah, okay. Now what?
Here's what we're not going to do. Declare a winner or repeat the claims neither side has ever proven. Both women have made allegations. Both have denied the others. What the receipts actually show is two people who were handed audiences instead of childhoods, settling a private wound in the most public arena that exists. And the arena loved it. The arena always loves it. So where does that leave Alabama Barker now? At 20. Bigger than ever, honestly. She's a fixture of stream culture, cooking on camera, mukbangs, showing up in other creators' worlds and pulling their audiences into hers.
Oh.
Should we wait a second? Are we good?
Sounds like a...
Can you see if that we can eat outside? I'm kind of an outside girl.
You are? Honestly, the weather's great. This is my one thing.
And the discourse around her hasn't resolved, it's just changed shape. To some people, she's the villain, the appropriator, the mean girl, the drama magnet. To others, she's the product. A person who was born into a format, named as a bit, monetized at 9, dissected at 10, and is now doing the only job she was ever trained for being watched. She was born on camera. Every mistake, every reinvention, every feud filmed, timestamped, monetized. Most of us got to be idiots at 17 with no witnesses. She never did. So before you pick a side down in the comments, and please do, that's what they're for, ask yourself one honest question. What would your timeline look like if it started the day you were born?